Hello everyone, how are we doing? So nice to be here again at the Space to Breathe Collective in Leicester, and really nice to be here to teach yoga for the Virtual Village Hall, the Royal Voluntary Service, this amazing organization that creates all of this fantastic content for you out in your homes, up and down the country. So thank you for joining. If you're here live, if you're doing it on catch up, congratulations on making it this far onto your mat, because I recognize the effort that it probably taken to get this far. Oh, a little seed of thought in your mind. Shall I do some yoga? You know, maybe I will. And then the mind gives you all those ideas why you shouldn't do it, and all the ideas about what you should be doing or you shouldn't be doing. But you got here and you're committed to your practice. So well done for doing that. And hopefully we'll have a nice little move around together. We'll come back to some of the stuff that we did last week, where we looked at some balancing. We'll have a look at the breath with a little bit more, in a little bit more detail. We'll play around with some postures down on the floor. Let's see how we get on today. And then I'll send you off into this lovely long Easter weekend. And if you're staying at home, then chill out. And if you're going away, have a load of fun. There's options there for all of us, isn't there? Okay, so maybe you sit up nice and tall. I'm going to have a little scratch in my eye first. It's not actually a yoga move. Everything's yoga, isn't it? Good afternoon to you, Caroline, as well. And then we'll get into a little bit of breath work. Let's do this one because I've just had some energy healing. I need to balance all of this out. So we'll do some alternate nostril breathing, which is a really nice way to balance the yang and the yin. So we think about the yang as the right side of the brain. This is the sympathetic nervous system. This is the nervous system that fires a lot. You know, we spend a lot of our time here where we probably want to spend a little bit more time in this yin energy, which is calming, parasympathetic nervous system. So this is rest, this is digest, this is relaxation. This is the crazy stuff. This is the quiet time. But we need a bit of both. So yoga's about coming into, balance, and it's about finding this energy together. Okay, so alternate nostril breathing just helps us balance that out, and then we get ready for the physical practice. It's beautiful breath, and it's really nice to get into. This left hand of yours, whoa, it looks like I've got rays coming out of my fingers. Whoa, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's going to be on your knee. The right hand will come up, and you'll block off your right nostril with your thumb, and then your left nostril, do it with your little finger. Or you can always do your ring finger. It's up to you. And then I will talk you through it. So block off your right nostril. As you do that, relax your shoulders down your back. Get a load of length in your spine. So you're not sort of sat like this. You're sat like this. Take a deep inhale through your left nostril. Close off your left nostril with a ring finger or little finger. Exhale through the right. You might do what I've done and just tuck the fingers in. Inhale through the right. Close off your right with your thumb. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Close off your left. Full exhale through your right. Deep inhale through your right. Close off right with a thumb. Full exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off left. Full exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right, full exhale left. One more. Inhale left. Close off left. Full exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right. Final time. Exhale left. And then bring your right hand down to meet your left. Just on your knees, on your thighs. Palms are facing up in this kind of giving and surrendering position. And then if your eyes are closed, just come with your eyes open. How was that? You feel any different? You feel like you balance your energy? Hopefully you have. We'll do some physical yoga now, shall we? I'm going to read my tea bag to you. It says, your true nature is trust. Your true nature is trust. Trust is a very important thing, isn't it? All right, let me move this little camera. We're looking good here at the Space to Breathe today. I'm going to come back onto my mat. I'm going to take a block with me, but we're going to start on all fours. So if you're not there already, come onto all fours. Oh, set yourself up. Yes, spread out through your fingers. Bring your knees about hip width apart. Your beautiful feet, press them into your mat. So you press them into your mat. They're not just kind of like hanging out. You're pressing them in. Arms are nice and long. So you're not like this. You're not like this. See if you can find, by just tucking in your navel, that kind of lengthen your spine. So you see that little movement. This is my natural spine position. Belly spilling out, little bow in the lumbar spine. Here. Can you engage and lengthen your spine just by tucking your navel in? See that little movement? Now my spine is perfectly flat, or as flat as I'm going to get it. Let it go. Drop the belly down. Drop the belly, or draw the belly back towards the spine. Drop the belly down. Engage the belly. Drop the belly down. Nice. Two more. Engage the belly. Drop it down. And then one more. Find that length through your spine. And then drop the belly down. Nice. Some big hip circles. Keep the spread through your fingers. Circle the hips. Doesn't matter which way you come in. Bring the weight forward. Bring the weight back. Bring the weight forward. Bring the weight back. See if you can connect a little bit deeper with your breath. Inhale in and exhale in as you go here. And then come all the way back to center and then just swap it out. So you come back the other way. Nice big circles. And then all the way back to center to that neutral spine. Nice. From here, what we'll do is we'll just make it a little bit more physical. Step first your right foot back, then your left foot back, and then see if you can lengthen into your plank. So if this feels too much for you, remember, you've got this as an option. You drop the knees. There's still a tremendous amount of work going on. Spread out through your fingers. Tuck your toes back into your mat. Outer edges of your feet are engaged. Tailbone and legs are really active. Nice. From here, lift your hips and just come into downward facing dog. Nice. And then look what I've done with my knees. Big generous bend in the knees. So try not to do this so much. Do this, bend the knees. Head is nice and loose. And then just begin to walk the feet out. Pedal the feet. So you bend into one knee, bend into the other. Breathe really deeply here. Nice. Beautiful. From here, take an inhale. Come back into your plank. And then exhale. Drop your knees down. Split your knees really wide. Well, as wide as feels good for you. You don't have to be really wide, but as wide as feels good. Bring your sit bones back onto your heels. And then let your forehead just rest down onto the floor. So this is your child's pose. I'm just going to move to turn off this heater. So stretch your arms out in front. Press your sit bones back down towards your heels. Breathe really deeply here. Just have a little check-in with you guys. Good afternoon to you, Margaret. And good afternoon to you, Irene, as well. Nice. All right. Keep the breath flowing. So think about this. You know, the back is nice and broad. You've got loads and loads of room to breathe into. Remember, if it feels too much with the head here on the floor, just stack the head on your hands. So bring the right hand on top of the left and then breathe deeply here. So what I'm thinking of doing today is doing some sun salutations near the start, and then we'll get into some press yourself back to a tabletop position. Walk your hands back towards your knees, and then all you're going to do is simply come to stand. Don't have to do anything crazy to get up here. Nice. And then what we're going to do is just going to informally, and I mean really informally, bring the feet about hip width apart and just swing the body open. You can make little noises if you want. You can bark. You can yelp. You can do this noise. Or you can take it a little bit more seriously. But remember, your yoga practice, it doesn't have to be super serious. This is your joyful movement. So a couple of things. One person said to me the other week, I don't do yoga, it's too serious. I said, come to my class, it's not too serious. And the other thing is that we don't want something like yoga to be another tick box, you know, that we just do because we think we've got to do it. And we rush through it. And then we finish it and we go, I've done my yoga. Right, what's next? So we try and find that joyfulness in everything that we do. And I'm not saying that everything you're going to do is going to be joyful. Of course it's not. But let's try and find joyfulness in everything that we do. We don't care what it looks like. You know, it doesn't matter. We've all got unique bodies and they all move in a certain way. Okay, make this a little bit more formal now. Bring the right hand on the heart. So you're going to inhale to the left and then you swap, exhale to the right. So just swapping the hands over. Nice powerful breath. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, exhale right. So this is just all about just intuitively bringing a lot of energy into the body. You might do it really slowly. You might be fast like me. You might be super fast and you're even quicker. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Begin to slow it down and then bring the arms down again. And then maybe just let the backs of the hands just knock onto your glutes. Give yourself a little massage there. And then eventually come all the way back to stillness. Bring the palms by your hips. Take a nice deep inhale. Your fullest exhale. One more like that. Your deepest inhale. And your fullest exhale. Beautiful. Nice. I've just realized the backdrop isn't so good today because I've put scaffolding up on the building behind. But hey, there we go. Come to the top of your mats. 3 rounds. Sun salutation A. So if you've been doing my classes over the last year and a half, or it's not year and a half, is it? 15 months, something like that. Then you'll be well versed with sun salutations. Bring your hands to heart center. If you're not, then you'll get it. You'll pick it up. Don't feel overwhelmed by this stuff because it's just a practice. All right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold in low. Maybe keep a bend in the knees. You don't have to fold super, super low. Take an inhale. Come up quite high. I bring my hands on the knees. You might be higher, you might be lower, but you want to find length in your spine as much as you can. Exhale, hands down. 1 foot steps back, then the other. Nice deep inhale, lengthens into your plank. Drop your knees down, lower all the way to the floor. So keep your elbows tucked by your body and just gently lower the body down. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Take an inhale, roll your shoulders back, cobra. And then as you exhale, lift your hips and come into downward facing dog. Nice. 3 breaths here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Your deepest inhale. Your fullest exhale. Nice. Keep a bend in the knees. 1 more. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Nice. And then look between your hands. On this first one, just gently, maybe come right up onto your fingertips. Do a few steps forward. So you arrive eventually. Take an inhale, come back up to that halfway position. Exhale, folding low. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we'll do 1 more. I'll just have a little chat about feet. So you know when we're talking about our feet, And we're lined up with the long edges of your mat. Here we go, this is good. So quite naturally, we'll probably stand like this. You see, with the feet kind of splayed out a little bit. And then we get this kind of imbalance in the hips. So what we're trying to do in yoga is we're always finding intention in the feet. And we build a lot of the poses from this position. So you might just lift your toes up, lift the toes down, might come up onto the toes themselves, have a little balance, bring the toes down, lift up through the toes. So just balance it out through the feet. Maybe kind of like bring the weight side to side. Feel the four corners, feel that engagement. See how the feet are grounded and they support you. But this is where we want to be. So when we do a sun salutation and we start from Tadasana, mountain pose, you'll hear a lot of instructions which are like, bring the big toes together, have a little gap in between the heels. So here. I like to go here because it gives me a lot more room. When I come into my forward fold, I can bend a lot deeper. So I can be here. But look, I've still got a generous bend in my knees. Hello, everyone. So I'm not doing this where my legs are really straight and I'm, you know, trying to get my fingertips down. I'm doing this and I'm letting everything fold in. So it's a good thing to think about when we're working through our sun salutations. All right, okay. Should we do that again? So from the top of our mats, hands at heart center, 2 more rounds. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, fold in low. Inhale, find some length, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down, step 1 foot back, step the other foot back. Nice deep inhale, lengthen here. Here's your plank position. As you exhale, lower to the floor. Feel free to drop your knees as well. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. So I've come up with my arms a little bit straighter this time, but your choice. You can have them bent. And then exhale, lift your hips into downward facing dog. Nice. 3 breaths here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Your deepest inhale. And your fullest exhale. Your knees, hinge your hips, look between your hands. And then this time, see if you can step first your right foot and then your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale to find some length. Exhale to fold in low. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Nice. So 1 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find some length, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Step 1 foot back, step the other foot back. Inhale here. Here's your plank position. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Nice. 3 breaths here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then final one, your deepest inhale. And your fullest exhale. Bend your knees, hinge your hips up between the hands. And then gently come to the top of your mat. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, fold in nice and deep. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then exhale, frame your hands at heart center. And then just breathe deeply here. Hands at heart center. Maybe close your eyes. And then just notice what you're noticing here. Nice, beautiful. So we're going to come into a little bit of a balancing sequence. And we did something like this last week. And it is challenging. But remember, we go tree to a standing pigeon to a warrior 3. But all of these poses, there's options. You can stay in tree. You know, you don't have to do the other 2 poses. Just see how you get on. If you fall out at any stage, then just please come back in. So maybe come to the center of your mats. That's a nice way I like to do it. I'll go face on because it's probably the best for you to see what I'm doing. So first of all, the weight is going to be in the left foot. You're going to lift up the right leg. So remember, you can go here on the ankle, go here on the calf, and go here up high in the thigh. But don't do it here on the knee because that's what everyone does and it's dead easy. And well, it's not easy, but you can push the knee joint out. So find a position that works for you. I'm going to go here on my calf, so I'm going to go halfway. And remember, just gaze down at one spot. So find your dristi. and you're just gazing at one spot. You don't want to move the eyes around too much here. Maybe bring the arms out. You can kind of stretch up. You can sway around a little bit, make it a little bit of fun. Ooh, how does it feel? Maybe bring the hands back to center. And then see if you can remove the foot wherever it was, cross the right leg, or the right foot, sorry, over the left thigh. Nice. Reposition yourself, and then bend into that left knee. So you're just sitting. You don't have to come down low. Open the hip out. Doesn't matter how far you open it out. And then see if you can do this. Lift the right leg, kick the right leg behind, and then just lift the leg just a little bit. This is warrior 3. You don't have to come up too high. Doesn't matter if you have the hands on the hips or at the heart center or the hands forward. Lift it a little bit more, and then as you inhale, come all the way back up. Give everything a good shake out. Whew. Remember, balancing, so you can bring a little bit of tension into the body. So you might feel it here. Whew. Physically, emotionally, a little bit of anxiety, but be proud of yourself. You've just done that nice little balancing sequence. So this time, weight will be in the right leg. Lift up the left foot. Maybe go the same. Bring the hands to heart center. Maybe bring the arms up. Have a little play around. Remember, you're not supposed to be super like still here. A little bit of swaying is all good. Maybe lift up the left foot, cross it over the right thigh. Sit a little bit deeper. I will do everything on one leg today. Remember, practice on one leg. Brush your teeth on one leg. Put your socks on with one leg. Maybe come up, kick the left foot behind. Lift the left foot. Come into your warrior 3. Usually you see it like this. Mine's not perfect, but we're not looking for perfect alignment. Whoa! And then come all the way back up. Lift your leg, shake it out. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. Nice. That's beautiful. We'll do one more balance, which is a little bit trickier. There's stages though. So you're going to lift up through your right leg. You're going to clasp the basket grip around the right leg. So you might want to stay here. You're just thinking about rolling your shoulders back, finding length in your spine. Maybe release the right hand, float the right hand behind. And what you're ultimately trying to do is you're trying to gaze down the right arm. So remember, the gaze is important. So you might find one point on a skirting board, move around. I'm looking at the heater now. Well, that's fall out. I'm not going to. And now I'm looking down my right arm. So if you've done that in stages, congratulations. If you fell out, it doesn't matter. Just come back in, come back to center, lift up the right knee, drop the right leg down, give the legs a shake. And hey, we get to try again on the other side. So maybe you feel that your balancing leg on the right hand side is going to be stronger because we're imbalanced, aren't we, either side? So this time, left knee, lift it up, basket grip. Maybe you stay here. Just challenge yourself, practice balancing on one leg. Maybe release the left arm and then same thing. Now I can bring my gaze around, looking at the pole, looking at the wall. I really nearly fell out then. Looking down the left arm, bit of wobbling, there's a lot of engagement going on, little smile, and then back to center. Whoa. And then lengthen the leg, shake it out. Nice work, everyone. Ain't no more balancing in this class. Well done. Really good work. Actually, there will be, but it will be down on the floor. So come back to the top of your mats. Bring your hands back to heart center. So we're going to transition down now. Take an inhale. Sweep your arms up. As you exhale, fold in low. Nice. Remember the bend in the knees. It's all good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Drop your hands down. Just step the right foot back. Drop your right knee. Press the top of the right foot into the floor. Your left knee and your left ankle are lined up. Take an inhale. Sweep your arms up. And then just come into this low lunge. You don't have to sink down super deep. Nice deep inhales, full exhales. Feel the stretch through this right hip flexor. One more like that. Deep inhale, full exhale. Hands come down, nice and simple. And then just bring the left knee back to meet the right. Keep the knees together. Bring the sit bones back onto your heels. See if you can bring your forehead down and then bring your hands, palms up, just down by your feet. So this is a closed knee child's pose or embryo pose. And then just breathe really deeply here. Nice deep inhales. Full exhales. Two more like that. Deep inhale.
full exhale. And then your final one, your deepest inhale and your fullest exhale. Nice. Gently lift up.
Yes, nice work. Bring the hands back out in front, and then we'll just get into that low lunge on the other side, nice and simple. Set the right foot forward, shuffle the left knee back a little bit. And then when you feel set here, right knee and the right ankle are lined up, left foot is pressing into the top of the mat. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Nice. Take a couple of breaths. Deep inhale, full exhale. Your deepest inhale, your fullest exhale. Nice. Bring your hands down, step the knees back together again, and then you find yourself into all fours position. Nice. So now we're going to do a little bit of a funky balance. So we'll start it with a pose that should be familiar to you, and then we're going to change it up a little bit. So sweep the right leg out. So here's a balance. Sweep the left arm forward. That's a balance, isn't it? Right leg, left arm. Right leg, left arm. Nice. So again, think about your gaze. Gaze just at the top of your mat or just off your mat. Feel this engagement just at your navel center. Nice. Find your stability, your strength. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, everything comes down. Swap it out. First of all, the left leg. Imagine you're pressing the sole of the left foot into the wall behind. Right arm comes forward. Stretch it out through the right arm. Deep inhales. Full exhales. One more like that. Your deepest inhale. Your fullest exhale. Bring everything down to the mat. Nice. So we're going to do something similar. We're going to open the leg and we're going to open the arm. So let's do it like this. Right leg out. Left arm out. So it's going to be like an aeroplane. So it's going to be like a wing. So your left arm comes out to the left. So I'm moving it out. You can see I'm moving it out to the left. Right leg, move it out to the right. Nice. A little bit harder, isn't it? So if you can keep that right leg lifted. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down. Swap it out. Left leg, right arm. Bring the right arm out. Nice. Swing the left leg out. Maybe just gaze forward. See if you can lift the leg a little bit more. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more like that. Your deepest inhale. Your fullest exhale. Nice work, everyone. Come back down onto all fours and then just move through a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. So inhale, the chest comes through, the heart center lifts. As you exhale, you round your spine. Looking at the navel maybe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Final one. Nice. And then just simply sit back onto your heels. Nice work, everyone. Bring the palms face up. Maybe close the eyes. And just breathe really deeply here. Nice deep inhale. Full exhale. And then just let the breath come to a really steady rhythm. Nice. And then if your eyes are closed, just gently come with your eyes open. Nice work, everyone. I'm just going to move my mat a little bit closer because we're going to do some seated postures. And I probably don't need to be as far away. So if you need to make any adjustments here, feel free to make some adjustments. Maybe bring the legs out, give them a good shake out. That can always feel good. And then eventually you're going to come back to a seated position. I'm just going to have a little slurp of tea. Great work so far. So we're going to do a pose called Half Lord of the Fishes. Probably good for me to do it from this way around. So bring your hands down just by your hips. Lengthen out both your legs. We'll do this where you just shake the legs out. Nice. Maybe give your legs a bit of a massage. And feel nice. Nice. And the other leg. Thighs, the calves, the knees, the back of the knees, maybe your chest, stomach, back. Nice, everyone. Maybe top of your head, back of your head, temples, cheeks, forehead. That was a little impromptu massage there. Nice. So we'll do it nice and simply. Keep your right leg lengthened, bend into your left knee. Cross your left knee over your right hand. Cross your left knee over your right knee. That's wrong, isn't it? I got it wrong twice. Cross your left foot over your right knee. There we go. Keep your right leg straight. All right. So what we're going to do, you're going to lift up through this left hand, bring the left hand behind. Right arm comes up, and then you're just going to wrap the right arm around your knee. So the left knee is the one that's crossed. The right arm is the one that comes around the outer edge of the left knee. Take a nice deep inhale here to lengthen, and then exhale, twist over to the left. So this right leg is nice and active. Don't let it kind of just go, ugh. You know, it's really pressing into the full length of the right leg. Nice deep inhales, full exhales. Roll the left shoulder back. One more. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Let's do one more. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Nice. And then come all the way back to center. And then just simply swap it out. So with both legs straightened, bend into the right knee. Right foot, cross it over the left knee. The left leg is nice and activated. All right. The right hand's going to come behind. So this is the kind of the supporting hand. So what you don't want to be doing is you don't want to be kind of here. Oh, this is kind of like just chilling out, isn't it? You want to be where the spine is long. So for me, sometimes I do it this way when I'm on the fingertips. Sometimes I do it this way when I'm on the palm of the hand. Inhale the left arm up, little quarter turn, wrap the left arm around the right knee. So there's your purchase. You've got it already. Nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Find your twist. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more like that. Your deepest inhale. And your fullest exhale. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Bring your hands down. Bring your legs down. Give the legs a good shake out. Come to lie down on your backs. Do it any way that feels good for you. Just bend your knees in towards your chest. And then just feel that release through the lower spine. Nice, everyone. Shoulders are nice and relaxed into your ground. You're breathing really deeply here. And then bring your feet nice and wide so the knees are bent. Bring your arms out like a T shape. You're just going to drop the knees from either side. So on an exhale, drop the knees over to the right. So the feet are nice and wide here. Inhale to center. Drop both knees over to the left. So there's your movement. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. And then exhale. 2 more times, either side, just in your own time. Inhale, come all the way back to center. And then keep the feet nice and wide. Let the knees touch. Bring your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your stomach. And then just feel the body at rest here. Just lying down into the floor. So this is where we just begin to relax everything. Slowing the class down. This is the more kind of restorative, relaxing part. So nothing to do here, just feel the body at rest. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. Nice. From here, separate the knees, bring the palms down by your hips. And then have a look at your feet. See if you can do this. Your feet are about hip width apart. They're lined up the long edge of your mat. So remember when I was talking earlier about your feet not splaying out? It's the same thing here. You can just about touch your ankles. So we'll do bridge pose. So you get a good view of me in bridge. So I'll show you before we start. So you press into all 4 corners of your feet. Your head always stays nice and still. Look up, inhale, raise the hips off the ground. My knees are not too wide here. Slight internal rotation. Exhale, bring your spine all the way down onto the floor. Nice. So 5 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Your choice in your rhythm. And final one. And then all the way down. And then this time, hug the right knee in, hug the left knee in. and then just rock it out. Feel free to do what I'm doing. You can always lift the head. You can always bring the head up towards the knees. Just rock it out on the spine. Nice. Keep the feet lifted. A few leg pistons. So this time, palms are down by the feet. Sorry, down by the hips again. So same as they were really in bridge. You're going to inhale the right leg out. So your foot is not too high. You know, it's not up here. You want it to be about here. Then exhale, just swap it out. So that's your movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 5 more times. Inhale, other side, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Firing up the third chakra. Make sure the spine doesn't feel strained here. Final one. Nice work, everyone. Bring the feet down, bring the palms up, and then just lie in here. Relax completely. Give yourself this permission just to totally let go. Deep, rich inhales. Full release and exhales. Your deepest inhale. Your fullest exhale. Nice. Bend one knee in, bend the other knee in. And then your choice. You can just roll to one side, which is nice and gentle. Or you can kind of roll up the spine. And then you can come to a seated position. There. Nice. Beautiful stuff. All right. Here we go. Little bit more movement. And then we're about done for today. So the hands will be on the knees. Inhale the chest forward. Exhale round the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale round. So then just begin to move into the body. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale as you come forward. Exhaling as you round. Nice. So just circling the torso around the hips. Just begin to bring that release into the body. Nice simple movement. Now if the spine still feels a little bit restricted, then be here. It's little movements. It doesn't have to be a big movement. There's not a lot of movement coming from the hands themselves. You know, this is all coming from the navel center. And then come back the other way. Nice. Keep the jaw nice and relaxed. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Pause the breath, hold it. And exhale, let it go. Nice. Little bit of movement into the neck. So just to release anything that's going on here, tension around the jaw. So just start with some nice gentle neck circles. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. Keep the jaw super relaxed. Be super, super gentle. You know, you don't have to make this big or fast. And then gently come back all the way around the other way. Nice. Bring the head all the way back to center. And then when it's right at center, just drop your chin down towards your sternum. Feel the stretch through the back of the neck. Maybe just rock a little bit from side to side. And then with the help of the right hand, bring the palm of the right hand onto your forehead. Push your forehead back to center. And then you can bring your right hand down. See, that's one of the reasons why we do yoga, because we never lift our head up like that, do we? Maybe we should all start doing that, because it's a nice way to bring your head back up to center. Nice. All right. Bring your hands back onto your knees. Thumb and forefinger together. Maybe close your eyes. Draw your attention inwards. Notice the effects of your practice today. honoring the commitment that you've taken for yourself to practice some yoga. It's an amazing thing. Well done. Slowly bring your hands to heart center. Soften your head down towards your prayer. With that wholehearted bow, wish yourself well. Wish everybody else well. Have a great Easter. Namaste. Nice, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. It's really good to see you all. I'll be back again next week. And remember, you can come back to these videos anytime you want. They're all there, all on the Royal Voluntary Service Versus Ridley Hall. Not just this yoga stuff, all the other amazing stuff, the Pilates, the laughing yoga, the CrossFit stuff that's done, all of the cookery, embroidery, crochet. Some good stuff on there, isn't there? And I hope you're enjoying it. Just tap into it. Tap into it over Easter if you need to. And thanks to you, Amanda, for joining today from Mid Wales. Thank you very much for joining. And I will bid you all well from Midlands. All right, everyone. Take care. I'll see you all next week. Bye now.